Okay, today we're making crispy golden churros coated in cinnamon sugar and served with a rich, silky chocolate sauce. They're perfectly crisp on the outside, soft on the inside, and honestly so good dipped in that rich but not too sweet chocolate sauce. So to start off, we're going to make the chocolate dipping sauce. So the sauce requires 120 grams or half a cup of whole milk, but start by just pouring about 2 tablespoons of that pre-measured milk into a small saucepan, along with 1 teaspoon of cornstarch, and whisk it until completely smooth with no lumps. Now once that's done, add in the remaining milk along with 120 grams or half a cup of heavy cream and 2 teaspoons of white granulated sugar. Now place that over a medium heat and stir gently until the mixture is hot but not boiling. And then you want to add in 113 grams or 2/3 of a cup of roughly chopped semi-sweet chocolate and stir continuously until it's fully melted and smooth. Next, you want to reduce the heat to medium-low and keep stirring until the sauce thickens and coats the back of a spoon. You want it thick enough so that when you dip a churro into it, it comes out nicely coated. So once it's thickened, you want to remove it from the heat and stir in 2 teaspoons of unsalted butter, a small pinch of salt, and a 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla. Now once that's fully incorporated, your chocolate sauce is done, and now you just want to pour it into a heat-proof bowl to cool and to continue to slightly thicken, and cover the top of the sauce with cling wrap so that it doesn't develop a film on the top as it cools. Now next you want to make the churros. So for the churros, we're going to start by making the cinnamon sugar. So you want to combine 100 grams or half a cup of white granulated sugar with 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon. And then you just want to mix that together until it's evenly combined and transfer it to a long enough dish that you'll be able to fit a churro in. Now next we're moving on to the churro dough. So in a saucepan over medium-high heat, add 240 grams or 1 cup of water, 56 grams or a 1/4 cup of unsalted butter, 19 grams or 1.5 tablespoons of white granulated sugar, and half a teaspoon of salt. And then bring that to a gentle boil, stirring until the butter has fully melted. Now once it comes to a boil, you want to reduce the heat to low and add in 150 grams or 1 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour, and then stir it quickly until a smooth dough forms. Now you want to keep cooking the dough for about 1 minute, stirring constantly until it pulls away from the sides of the pan and leaves a light film on the bottom. This step just helps to dry it out slightly so that you get that perfect texture. Now once that's done, take the pan off the heat and let the dough cool for about 3 to 5 minutes. Now next you want to add in 2 large room temperature eggs one at a time, mixing well with a spatula after each addition until fully incorporated. At first it might look a bit separated, but you just want to keep mixing and it will come together into a smooth dough. Now once the eggs are mixed in, you want to finish off the dough by adding in 1 teaspoon of vanilla and mix until the dough is thick, smooth, and pipeable. So once the dough is ready, you want to transfer it to a piping bag with a large star-shaped piping tip on it, ideally a closed star tip that has roughly a 1/2 inch opening, as this will give you nice crispy edges. Okay, so once the churros are ready to pipe, you want to start heating your oil. So you want to place a pot over medium-high heat and fill enough unflavored vegetable oil so that it's about 2 inches high for frying, and heat the oil to 190 C or 375 F. Now next you want to carefully pipe the dough directly into the hot oil, keeping the tip close to the surface so the dough doesn't splash. You want to pipe it to about 6 inches in length and then use scissors to snip it off right near the oil. Now you want to do 3 churros at a time so that you don't overcrowd the pot, and then you want to fry for about 4 to 5 minutes, turning as needed until the churros are a deep golden color and crisp. Now once the churros are done, you want to use tongs to remove them from the oil and let them drain briefly, and then roll them straight into the cinnamon sugar while they're still hot so that it sticks really nicely, and then repeat the process until all the churros are done. These churros are crispy, so light, and have just the right amount of sweet cinnamon sugar. And when you pair it with that rich chocolate sauce, they're just honestly next level. So that is it for today, guys. If you do decide to give this recipe a go, then please do leave a review on our blog. It really helps our content out here at Cakes by MK, and I'll see you in the next video.